Welcome to Direct Hit, powered by Tourism Australia. This is an astonishing result. Make no mistake about it. India were favourites. I still think India are favourites for the series, but that's for another blog. But when India lose like this, it's big. I mean, the last time India lost a couple of test matches at home, remember Mumbai's similar kind of track, maybe there's a lesson there. But when you lose by 333, when all the stats are pointing to a one-sided game, it's not an alarm going off. It's the entire fire brigade outside your door saying, open up, there's a problem here. So what did Australia do right? I think, and this might seem a bit strange, that they won because they needed to do less. India beat England because you needed to do more. And maybe we'll see those kind of pitches as you go along. But this is about what Australia did right as much as what India did wrong. I thought there were three players who did really well. The support cast was good too. Remember Matt Renshaw with the bat, Nathan Lyon with the ball, Peter Hanscom in the field. They had a good support cast. But the key was three players. The first of those, Mitch Starc, was given a license to go and bat. No expectation, go swing the bat, whatever comes is a bonus, so no pressure on him. But for all that people are talking about various performances, about Stark's batting on day one, I think it was the Kohli dismissal that was the turning point in the game. Not just for India, but for Australia's self-belief. I thought Mitch Starc was a big player for Australia in this test match. And then what about Steve Smith? I met Steve Smith a couple of days before they went to Pune, and I said, what is it about Australian captains and playing against India? He now has 5 centuries in 5 test matches against India. He clearly likes it. But what I loved here was the fact that he wasn't worried about getting beaten. It was a hazard on this pitch. It's always going to happen. It's like someone honking on the traffic next to you. It is going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. You just move on. But I loved his assessment of risk. He was very clear in his mind which balls he was going to hit, which balls he was going to leave. He wasn't worried about the fact that catches went down because he was aware that catches will go up. I thought it was his ability to forget what happened and focus on the next ball that produced what was one of the great innings on Indian soil. As good as KP's 180 plus in Mumbai? I don't know. That was a little more substantial, a little more dramatic. That track was as treacherous. But let's just say one of the defining innings for Steve Smith, someone who's very highly rated around the world, just went up a notch. What about Steve O'Keefe? I have sympathy towards people who are moderately gifted. Maybe I identify with them. A player who does little, yet who's got a fantastic first-class record, but who doesn't get picked because he doesn't do too much. And as Bishan Bedi's been telling us for years and years and years, on a turning track, it's the straight ball that gets wickets. It's the ball that does less that gets wickets. And Steve O'Keefe suddenly was on home ground because he didn't do too much. Left-arm spinners have always done well in India. I mean, it was a no-brainer that you had to come with a quality left-arm spinner. But here's someone whose world has turned around. I don't think he's ever going to have a day like this again. 6 for 35 here, 6 for 35 there. He's tossing up, getting a wicket, bowling straight, getting a wicket. The mighty Kohli is not offering a shot. He won't have a day like this again in his life. But he's earned respect in the cricketing fraternity. And eventually that is what you're looking for. Australia have outplayed India in conditions that were meant to be good for India. Were they actually good for India? No, India's batsmen are not as great players of spin in recent times because they don't get to play as much against spin. But that is for another blog. For the moment, Australia overwhelmed India. The score's 1-0. I still think India are favourites. I still think India are going to win the series. I still think the pitches henceforth will be very different. But you know what? Games become memorable when the unexpected happened. And make no mistake, this was the unexpected because India were favourites. I still think India are favourites, and I'll be looking forward to see if they have it in them to come storming back. It's a great series ahead.